The trans movement is targeting Christians, including with violence.
This week, tragedy struck as yet another school shooting with an AR-15. It's time for America's fastest growing game show, Hypocrite of the Week. This week, we've got our returning champion, Tucker the douchebag Carlson. We've got Jesse Waters. And we've got Laura Ingraham. Let's get to it. So let's watch Fox set a new standard for hypocrisy. Tucker, why don't you get us started?
We can only talk about the guns. We can't know what kind of drugs she was taking, what kind of hormones or SSRIs or benzodiazepines. We can only guess.
Yes, it must have been the drugs, and of course, Tucker knows this girl must have been on benzodiazepine because, you know, trans. That's worth 20 points.
We also don't know the extent to which drug therapy of any sort, transgender related or non-transgender related, also might have come into play here.
Yes, of course it must have been the drug therapy. You'll get 20 points for that too, Laura. You're really stupid.
There are a lot of doctors will just, throw out prescription medication at young people. We found this with some of the other killers. And then we find there could be psychotic effects of that as well. But again, we don't know this yet.
Whoa, psychotic side effects. Outstanding, Laura. That's worth another 20. You're up to 40. You're in the lead. Come on, Jesse. You're way behind. Let's go.
There is a theory that the trans identity may have played a role in the motivation of the shooting.
Of course, her gender identity must have played a role. Outstanding, Jesse. You're on the board. You got 20.
So Christianity and transgender orthodoxy are wholly incompatible theologies.
Trans orthodoxy? Yeah, that's not a thing.
They can never be reconciled.
Jesus H. Christ. Hypocritical explosion.
They are on a collision course with each other. One side is likely to draw blood before the other side.
Side likely to draw blood before the other side. Outstanding, Tucker. You've just taken a huge lead. The hypocrisy runs deep in this bullshit. Tucker's straight up calling for people to go out and start shooting transgender people. He knows who he's talking to, and he knows damn well what he's doing. That goes beyond hypocrisy. He's a total piece of scum-sucking shit. But what would you expect? That's Fox. They're so full of shit, it is hard to even measure. They've even admitted it in court documents. You're goddamn right we are. But I think the real winners this week are neither one of these three, because that's Fox for you. What are you gonna do? The real winners for the hypocrisy crowning jewel are all those people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and J.D. Vance, and let's not forget DJ TJ, Donnie Jr. himself, who proclaimed that it must be the trans people, and we can now stop blaming guns, because in all the shootings we've had, there were no common denominators. It must have been trans. Couldn't possibly be guns. And I tell you what, couldn't possibly be 18-year-old white virgin males. Because if we're gonna ban trans people because they 3 times walked into a school and shot the place up, well then I think we should ban 18-year-old white virgin males. Wouldn't we? I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Join us next time. The hypocrisy knows no bounds with these people. It's astonishing. And that's why they are our hypocrites of the week.
Tired of covering this? Aren't you guys tired of being here and having to cover all of these mass shootings? I'm from Highland Park. Family vacation with my son, visiting my sister-in-law. I have been lobbying in D.C. since we survived a mass shooting in July. I have met with over 130 lawmakers. How is this still happening? How are our children still dying, and why are we failing them? Gun violence is the #1 killer of children and teens. It has overtaken cars. Assault weapons are contributing to the border crisis and fentanyl. We are arming cartels with our guns and our loose gun laws, and these shootings and these mass shootings will continue to happen until our lawmakers step up and pass gun safety legislation. I'm pretty sure this was an unsecured weapon that this teenager got a hold of. We can't even pass gun safety, like safe storage laws in this country to protect kids from getting a hold of weapons that they shoot each other with.
All right, so we're going to break away there because that reporter who was using that camera is obviously setting up to do a live report there. But the woman said it quite succinctly. Aren't you tired of this? Yes, we are tired of this.